Hello. Welcome to Growing Energy, my little slice of heaven here on the internet. I'm Energy. I am so honored to be with you here today. And I'm slinging tarot cards, by the way. So if you are not into that, then this is not your corner of the internet. You can just scroll on by and find something that suits you. But for those of you that are into it, I'm happy to be here with you. And let's see where this reading takes us. It won't be too long, just a minute of your time. All right, that's too much cards. Give me one more, because it already looks like there's some stuff going down. Boom. Okay. Ooh. Right. Okay, so the two cards we have are gossip and unexpected income. Right. So for those of you watching, there could definitely be some money that you didn't expect to have coming in towards you. But the only thing that I see with this is you need to keep it quiet. You probably don't realize that, okay, this is getting very, hold on. Nope, don't fall. You know what this looks like? I'm going to tell you. We have in their shoes and the rejection, the outer strength, right? What this card basically talks about is there being some form of rejection that you had, something that you were rejected from that you wanted. And I feel like you were rejected from something like a group. It could be a job. It's something that you really wanted that you were looking to somehow find a way to make money with. And you were rejected from this. But you know that saying that a rejection is a redirection and God's protection? You weren't supposed to be there. You weren't supposed to be a part of whatever that is. A lot of times in life, we try to force ourselves in situations or places that we honestly feel like I can add value to it. And it's not saying that you wouldn't have added value to it. I just feel like with this gossip card coming up, you would have been too much of the star of the show. Okay? Now, is it wrong for me to tell you right now to look at this from the other people's standpoint, meaning like, well, imagine what they're going through. Let's say you've been at a job for a while. Let's say you've been in a group, in a sorority, fraternity. You've been in something where there's a group of people, a community before, for a long time, right? And all of a sudden this new person comes in, and they're more successful than you, they're smarter than you, they're faster than you, they're more good looking. They could be a very nice person. You could be an amazing person, but to the wrong people, you're the person that comes in to try to take an opportunity that is theirs. And maybe, just maybe, you weren't supposed to be in a certain setting because of the fact that you would have reached a lot of, you would have had a lot of problems, you would have had a lot of things go against you there, not because of anything you did, it's just because of who you are. Okay, look, right here, prickly situation. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. So with this, like what I'm talking about is this thing that you were actually trying to break into. Now, of course you hear other readers on here say this, but this is not, obviously this isn't for everybody. This is for those of you that have been rejected recently from something. And what this card, prickly situation coming up, basically means that this would have been a situation that would have worked against you. Not because of anything you've done, but because you are so abundant in your natural normal state without having to put any bells and whistles on it. And imagine having someone come in out of the cold and upstage you in every single way. It's gonna cause gossip. It's like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Two people could get together and hate you so much that they find a form of they find a bit of peace in the fact that they can talk about you. Now, why does that matter? If this is a situation where it had to do with work or a job, that gossip can lead to you having issues that are unnecessary and then eventually affect your mental health. Money is good, but not all money is good. And not every time you want why I just catch it like that. Every time you want something doesn't mean that that thing is meant for you. So you have to know sometimes how to use that outer strength and understand that if it's not meant for me to be there, I'm protected by God, by my ancestors, by my spirit guides, by my guardian angels. Everybody at all times, all things are working out to my benefit. So for those of you that are dealing with some form of rejection or, some form of letdown from something that you really wanted, you need to understand that it is not against you. It is not anything that God doesn't want you to be happy. There is just more efficient ways that you can use all that abundance that you have and energy. As well as, like I said before, because I'm all over the place when I read, there's so many messages that come in. With this unexpected income can lead to, let's say if you are on the stock market or if you invest in stocks and you decided to not invest in one stock with some of your friends, and then you decided to go and do something else, and then all of a sudden you started making more money, like you made some money off of it. Regardless of whatever that's going on, this card that's coming up right here talks about renewal. After you take your time to get over the loss of, or the perceived loss, what you feel like you lost because you didn't get what you wanted, then you can focus on what the blessings that are actually coming in for you. So this is basically just a reading to talk about the fact that, your rejection doesn't necessarily mean you're down bad. And a lot of times when you're driven and you try to go for different things, if you get a lot of rejections, it hurts. And it kind of plays on your self-esteem and makes you feel like, what am I doing wrong? And it's not you. It honestly is not you. You have to realize that you're not meant to be in every single space. And you need to find spaces that appreciate you for your perspective, that appreciate you for the way you think, your thought process, your imagination, the way you can bring things to the table, especially if this is a creative setting. That Hangman card is a Neptune card. So Neptune, let's think being seen. Let's think social media. Let's think YouTube. Let's think things where you're recording. Like what I'm doing right now. Everyone that might not be okay with the journey that you're on or the blessings that are coming to you from the decisions that you made, but that's not your problem. Your job within all of this is to let fate take a hand and take you to that place where you will be abundant, and you might need to leave some people behind. And even if you feel like you're being rejected by people that you were close to, because that's another message coming out. Even if you feel like the people that you considered friends are rejecting you now because of all the good things that are happening in your life, that is not your problem. It is your season of renewal, and it is a time for you to stop thinking about how what you do affects other people and think about what it is doing for you and the abundance track that you are on. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. I love you in case no one else has told you. And I think you're beautiful even if you're a piece of shit. Okay, bye.